Peace, peace, peace. It's your international sales and marketing hitman. What up? All right, all right. So let's get this webinar started. You guys, let me see. Do some configuration here. Make sure everything is streaming all right. All right, cool. Let me clean this. All right, a little better. So, the title of this webinar is, do you guys know your purpose on social media? Do you guys know your purpose on social media? If you're an entrepreneur, type in yes if you know what your purpose is on social media. As an entrepreneur, what is your job on social media? Because we stream it on Facebook, 2 Facebooks, and YouTube right now. You really have one goal on social media. Not to be looking at recipes. If you're an entrepreneur, of course. You're not supposed to be looking up recipes and different type of workouts and, being an FBI Facebook investigator. I know some people that do that. But as an entrepreneur, your job is to take people off of that platform and bring them onto your ecosystem. I see this happens too many times with entrepreneurs, especially notaries, because a lot of notaries have not set up their email service provider. So they're telling people, follow me on social media, follow me on Instagram, follow me on TikTok, follow me on all of these other platforms. And it's a big mistake. How do I know that's a big mistake? I've done it. I did exactly that. What they're doing now, I did. Check out the Biggie shirt. Got Biggie and Diddy. Biggie and Diddy. So I've made that same mistake when I had my closing line and I launched it on MySpace. 10,000 followers strong, like organic, right? I announced that a new design would come out and it would be featured in these stores. At the time, I was in about 4 or 5 stores, Philly, New York, and then Chicago. As soon as I would announce a new design was coming out and they can purchase it at that store, people will go out and purchase it. The problem was I never, ever created an email marketing system. I never, ever created an email marketing system. Therefore, when MySpace went under, I lost my entire following, 10,000 people. So again, the question is, do you know your role as an entrepreneur on social media? My focus is very clear on social media. I don't follow what everybody else is doing. There's a lot of platforms that you can jump on. You could jump on TikTok. You could jump on. I have a TikTok account. I'm not on TikTok though. Um, you could jump on Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, Blogger, Tumblr, Pinterest, all of these other social media platforms. I'm gonna give you guys some tips. I'm gonna give you some strategies on how you're supposed to do this, or at least what works for me. No matter what social media platform comes out, I immediately jump on that platform and I create an account with my designated handle, right? So everything is basically Tiger Toledo at Tiger Toledo across the board. Now, I don't necessarily plan to use those platforms, but my I want to lock in my handle before somebody else tries to jack it. That's when you see a lot of artists, they're putting up the real Rick Ross, or the real Boyce Watkins. The reason why they do that is because somebody else already jacked their name. So one thing I would suggest is, if there's a new platform that comes out, go on that platform, create your account, and then you don't ever have to use it again as long as you lock in that name. Lock in your name early. The second thing I do, instead of having 10 social media sites in front of me, I'm going to narrow it down to about three. Three, a strong three, and then a, and then I'm really going to capitalize on one, right? So YouTube for me is the best platform out there, because not only can you tap into YouTube um, on the monetization side of things, but it also acts as a search engine, and people go to YouTube for how-to videos and entertainment. So it's there's so much that goes on with YouTube that just makes it a far more superior platform than Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, right? So I will narrow it down to about three social media sites that I'm going to concentrate on and penetrate the market with. Once I penetrate that market, what I'm going to do is I'm going to start, because you have to put energy into these things, right? You have to be consistent. One of the hardest things for a lot of entrepreneurs is showing up. You just have to show, like that's 50% of your success right there, is simply showing up. So many people want to hear from you. So many people want to see what you have going on, what you've been up to. Do you have any events going on? And a lot of people just don't show up. They just don't show up. It's crazy. And that's half the battle right there, just showing up. So there are softwares out there that can allow you to be in multiple places at once, which is called omnipresent, right? Simultaneously, it allows you to be in multiple places at once. They're very inexpensive. You can really capitalize, you can really, really leverage. I'm going to give you a few tips um, on what you can possibly use to really solidify a strong presence on social media, because it's imperative right now, you guys. If you're not on social media, if you don't have email marketing set up, if you're not making video content, or not even video content, you could literally do just audio content with a visual, with like you guys see some of my videos, and I do that because I want to show you guys the options of, hey, I don't always have to show my face. I can actually uh, do a rainforest with rain falling down, right? And but you hear my voice. So some of the platforms that you can use, I use, so for social media, I use buffer.com, right? Buffer.com allows me to be on multiple, send schedule posts to be on multiple platforms at once. So you'll see posts go out on Instagram, Facebook, LinkedIn, sometimes on Twitter at the same time, like on the hour, every hour. I have it set up to do that on the hour, every hour. I'm not even on social media like that, but my post goes out on a regular basis because I'm not trying to be out of sight, out of mind. If you're out of sight, people ain't thinking about you. And then somebody else comes in and takes your spot. Just because they're more consistent and they show up. They may not even be better at that craft. But because they show up and they're consistent and they're constantly in people's face, they have a higher uh, possibility of either making a sale, closing a deal, or whatever the situation is. They have a higher probability of doing that because you can break it down in three sections. Is basic business is basically traffic, sales, and profit. Shout out to Lamar Tyler for even breaking it down that way. He broke that thing down like in 2001. Traffic, sales, and profit. That's it. That's all it really is. If you can master traffic, getting traffic to your business, either getting your phone to ring, people visiting your website, visiting your landing pages, whatever. If you can master traffic, and there's many ways to master traffic, right? You can do it organically. You can do it by paid advertising, and then you could do it by strategic partnerships, by borrowing other people's traffic. That's one. Then sales. Okay, what happens once that traffic comes to you? Can you close the deal? Can you close the deal? Once people are inquiring, they're like, okay, now you got their interest. You pique their awareness. Now they're checking you out. Do you have the ability to close the deal? And I'm gonna share some things with you that a lot of people I see don't really talk much about, but I think it's imperative because a lot of entrepreneurs are creating these great landing pages, but they're missing one of the key elements of creating a landing page. And what is that? Understanding sales copy. Shout out to my brother Donnie Bryant, man, that put me on the game. Once I understood sales copy, game changed. I had a different lens. I took off these glasses and put on another pair of glasses. Sales copy is what allows you to convert uh, traffic leads into actual customers. Yes, I'm talking about every one of them do it, from Russell Brunson to Gary V to you name the influencer. There's not one influencer on a high level that doesn't use sales copy. If they don't do sales copy themselves, from Billie Jean, man, Anthony Robbins, Eric Thomas, look at their sales page. Their wording is crafted very uniquely. And not enough people are talking about sales copy because you think that you're just going to get all this traffic, send them over to your landing page or send them over to your website, and then automatically, magically, they're just going to convert into a sale or convert into a customer. And that's not how it works. It is sales copy that helps you create and make that conversion, that strong conversion. These are high level nuggets right here. They tell you go ahead and buy ClickFunnels. They don't teach you about sales copy. They don't. They say go ahead and purchase all of these other, gadgets and softwares and stuff, but they don't tell you about the very one thing that commercials use, magazines use, movies use, and all major media uh, Platforms use it, but they don't teach you that. Where do you think this whole word call of action comes from? That's sales copy. Headlines, sub headlines, especially if you have something to sell. In my Power of Attorney Masterclass, I'm teaching you guys exactly how to use this to your advantage. Here, go to poster right here. There's the link in the description. Class sizes are very small because I want to be able to give individual attention because we do a lot of Q&A. We do hot seat. And I want to talk to the students. I want to make sure that they see the success that they're supposed to see. Your job on social media is very simple. Your job is to go into social media, grab as many potential leads as you possibly can and bring them into your ecosystem. Whether you're offering a free masterclass, whether you're offering a cheat sheet, whether you're offering a flow chart, that is your job as an entrepreneur on social media. You go into social media, I don't care what platform it is. My focus never is deterrent. Like I keep the same focus because a wise guy told me when I was on MySpace, he said there's two types of people on social media. And he said business people and losers. Business people and losers. And it helped, as cold as that was, it helped me keep things in perspective. Like, what am I doing on social media? Am I looking at, you know, recipes and big booties and all of this other crazy stuff? What am I doing on social media? Am I looking at workouts? Like, what am I doing? What is my objective? And it always helped me stay in perspective that when I go on social media, my job is to pull as many potential leads as possible out of the social media platform and bring them into my own ecosystem. Now, once you pull them out of your ecosystem, how are you going to nurture them? Right? This is why I said, like, if you don't have an email service provider at this point, dude, I don't know what to tell you, man. That is a fucking crime onto your business. You are committing a straight corporate crime onto your own self and your own business. You hear it all the time. It's called the money is in the list. You remember back in the days before internet, like if you was a player like me, you know what I mean? You had a little black book, right? And in your black book, you had girls' phone numbers in there. And in that black book was valuable, B. That black book was valuable. Other cats would try to get their hands on that black book. Be like, yo, let me get so and so number. Nah, nah, B. You can't get your hands on this black book. You know why the black book was so valuable? Because that was the list. You understand? That was the list. The money was in the list. The honeys was in the list back in the days, right? So today, the money is in the list. Your book of business. Let me break down some stuff to you. You guys remember Beats by Dre, right? You guys remember when Apple purchased Beats by Dre for about $2 billion, right? Did you guys know that the reason why it was purchased was because Beats by Dre had a contract with Chrysler that they were going to be putting Beats by Dre inside of Chrysler vehicles. Now, that list was extremely valuable because that was their book of business. And for Apple, it was like, hold on, we could tap into the automobile industry now. How much is that worth? Because if we can show that we're working with Chrysler, guess what? We can turn over to Ford and say we're going to work with Ford. and then we can turn over to Suzuki and work with Suzuki and Hyundai's and Kia and all of these other places. And now Apple Beats by Dre is in all the vehicles, which is $1 trillion industry. That's why they spent $2 billion for Beats by Dre. They don't care about no damn headphones. They don't care about headphones. There's I was reading the Wall Street Journal today, and Netflix just partnered up with Microsoft to introduce ads inside of Netflix. So you guys are about to see ads on Netflix in April, starting in April. So here's the positioning, right? Microsoft knows that, I want to say, Netflix has about 5 million users right now. So they're like, okay, we can tap into 5 million users. This is the list. This is the email list that I'm telling you guys about. We can tap into 5 million users, right? Now they're going to now Microsoft is, like Microsoft, but they're launching an ad supported division in their business. They want to start putting ads on different platforms. So they partnered up with Microsoft, Netflix, and they're going to start introducing ads. Now here's the kicker. If you want to use Netflix and not see any ads at all, you're going to have to upgrade your membership. Now Netflix will make more money for premium service. So they might have a Netflix Plus. You guys see how it's about to work out? They're about to offer a Netflix Plus because most people really don't like seeing ads. Look at YouTube Premium. You have regular YouTube, the free version, and then you have YouTube Premium where it will remove all the ads out of it, which I have. I have YouTube Premium and I love it. I don't get no commercial interruptions, no ads, nothing. But it's an extra $13 a month. So Netflix is about to roll that out. Disney Plus is about to roll that out. Sometimes you have to pay attention to these big brands. I'm not saying market like them because their objective in marketing is completely different. Their objective in marketing is completely different, but you can learn a lot from these big brands. So they already started rolling out like that whole Netflix sharing thing. They're starting to rip that apart. Soon you're not even going to be able to do that. You're not even going to be able to do that in a minute. But look at what's going on and implement it. See where you can implement that in your business. See, I've been in marketing for over 2 decades already. Everything is marketing to me at this point. My eyes, everything I look at, everything I see is marketing. How are you positioning this product? How are you selling this product? Why are you selling it that way? Why are you pricing your product at this level? I hope this is bringing value to you guys, giving you a new perspective, a new lens to look through. Marketing is everywhere. Again, I just want to plug in the Power of Attorney Masterclass is starting January 10th at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I've been doing the Power of Attorney thing. I've been dominating the Power of Attorney sector for half a decade now. And I have tremendous insight and tremendous intelligence that can help you out. I'm going to run some stats with you. There are 10 million Power of Attorney documents that are being drafted every single year. Every single day, there's 10,000 people turning 65. and there is 4.8 million notaries in the United States since 2019. That means there's not even enough notaries to service all these power of attorney documents that are being released out into the United States. I'm doing a very exclusive power of attorney masterclass specifically for notaries, January 10th at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. If you guys want to get the tickets, go to the link description below. And I'd love to see you in the class. The class sizes are very small. I'm only letting 10 people in the class. And we already sold some tickets. So I would highly suggest, if that's something that you want to do, I would consider power of attorney the highest paying sector in the notary industry. It is the highest paying sector in the notary industry. So if you guys have any comments, any questions, drop them in the comment section. Don't forget to subscribe, by the way, and then I'll talk to you guys soon. Peace.